Good morning, students. Welcome back to the e-learning classes. This is your science period. How are you all? Good? So, students, today we will continue with the reading and explanation of lesson 7, that is housing and clothing. Alright, so all of you take out your science books quickly and open page number 51 in your science books. Students, before we proceed further, let's just have a short recap what we had already learnt yesterday. So, yesterday we learnt about house. What are houses? Why do we need house? We need house to live in because our house protects us from heat, cold, rain, wind, wild animals, thieves, robbers. So our house protects us from all these things. So our house is very essential for us. This is one of the diagram of a house. Alright. So this is a concrete house, pakka house. Then we learned about types of houses. There are different peoples who made different houses according to their needs, according to their requirements. So they make different houses. There are different things required for making or building a house, like bricks, cement, sand, stones. All these things are required to build a house. I had shown you also sample of cement, sand and stone. So all these things are required for building a house. These are the materials which are very essential for constructing a house. Then we learnt about kacha house. What are kacha house? A house made up of mud, straw, wood are called kacha house. This is a diagram of a kacha house. Then we learnt about pakka house, a house that is made up of bricks, stones, sand, iron rods are called pakka house. It is a stronger house than kacha house. So this is a diagram of a pakka house. So all these things we learnt. Now today we will proceed further. Kacha house and pakka house are called permanent house. This kacha house and pakka house, both these houses are called permanent house because they are not movable. It is not possible that today it is at one place and tomorrow it will move to the another place. It is not possible to move. So it is called permanent house because they cannot be moved from one place to another. It is not possible to move from one place to another. आज यहाँ पर हैं, कल किसी और जगह पे होंगे. So it is not possible in case of permanent house. There are some houses which can be moved from one place to another, but at the same time there are some houses which can move from one place to another. Such types of houses are called temporary house. Temporary. Temporary houses. HOUSES. Temporary houses. So, permanent houses are the houses where people live for longer period of time, जहाँ पे लोग longer period के लिए रहते हैं. And temporary house is a place where people live for few days. And permanent house is a durable house. It is more stronger than temporary house. Temporary house is not durable. Permanent house is made up of bricks, cement, stones, muds, or you can say it is a concrete house. It is a concrete house which is strong and permanent, while temporary house is made up of bamboo or thick clothes. So it is not very durable. Alright. So these are the difference between temporary house and permanent house. I hope it is clear to you all. Now we will move further to the temporary house. People who keep moving to from place to place build temporary house. There are different people who live or move from one place to another. So it is not possible for them to build a permanent house everywhere where they move. So they built a temporary house. Uh, Such types of people uh, made temporary house which keep moving from one place to another. Alright, because it is not possible for them to build concrete house, pakka house everywhere where they move. So they live in a temporary house. Or if you have seen, there are some regions where uh, floods affects frequently, where earthquake affects frequently. So people in those regions build temporary house because it is not possible to build a house again and again. So they build a temporary house, they live in temporary house for few days. So because if the flood or earthquake will affect again, so there will not be much uh, damage or loss to them. Alright, so they build a temporary house. Tents, caravans and houseboats are some types of temporary house. So their tents, caravans, houseboats are the examples of temporary house. So which is not permanent. People live in these types of houses for few days, few months, and after sometimes they move to the another place. Alright. A tent is made up of thick cloth or canvas. Tent is made up of thick cloth. Can you see this? This is a diagram of a tent. It is made up of thick cloth and it is set up with the help of a stick or bamboo. So we can use this type of houses for temporary purpose. So it is called a temporary house where people live for few days, few months. After sometimes they move to the another place, so they set up their house there, so they move to the another place where they set up their house again. This is a caravan is a house on wheel. See, this is a caravan. It is a type of a house which is on wheel. There is everything inside this house. Every accommodation will be there, but it is on wheel. It is a movable house, or you can say it is a mobile house which can move from one place to another. People who go for the vacations or who travel a lot takes caravan house and spend few days there, and after some time they go back to their place. Alright, so it is a type of a temporary house. See, this is a houseboat. Houseboat is also a temporary house. A houseboat is a house on boat. It is the house which is on boat. See, there is a house which is on the boat. There's every accommodation will be there. People live there for few months, few days, and after sometimes they go back to their place. So this is a house on boat called houseboat. Alright. In India, houseboats are seen in Dal Lake, Kashmir. In India, we can find the houseboats in Dal Lake. Dal Lake is in Kashmir So if you want to see the houseboat, you can visit Jammu and Kashmir. You can find Dal Lake where there is a houseboat. Alright, so these are the things. I hope things are clear to you all. If you have any confusion, you can ask me during your class. Now it's your homework time. Write down your today's homework. Homework, science. Today is 18th 9th 2020. Do exercise A given on page number 55 in your books only. You have to do exercise A that is given on page number 55. 55 में exercise A दी हुई, you have to do that in your books only. Now let's see what this exercise is. This is exercise A that is given on page number 55. Look at the homes of a house. There are different homes given here, diagrams of different homes, and there is numbering in every diagram. Match them with their names. You have to match them with the names given here. Here are names given of different houses. You have to match the correct house with the correct name. See, you have circle is there in front of every name. You have to write the correct number here in every circle. If it is a living room, you have to write the correct number of living room. If it is a kitchen, you have to write the correct number of kitchen. Alright, this is your homework. You will do this in your books only. Alright, so these are the things. I hope things are clear to you all. If you have any confusion, you can ask me during your class. Alright, so that's all for today. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.